Dear students and working accountants, welcome to my Smart Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Baburao from Hyderabad. Before we proceed to the topic, see now a small request. You just notice the little change in the channel name. So the last word class is removed, and now my channel name is just Smart Tally Prime. So from hereafter, that is the name of the channel. You just make note of this name. Okay. Right. Now we will proceed to our topic. So today, in this video, we are going to discuss about the credit note voucher. Credit note voucher. What is credit note voucher and what are the transactions going to be recorded in this and how to record the transactions. So before proceeding further, we will recollect. See, previously in the beginning, long time back, we learned about all the accounting vouchers. So before recording, by watching the transaction, we have to decide and we have to select the correct accounting voucher. In that, we learned what are all the accounting vouchers. First, in that, we learned receipt voucher, payment voucher, then contra voucher, purchase voucher, sales voucher, then purchase returns, that is debit note voucher, credit note voucher, and then last one, journal voucher. Journal. Last one is journal. This was we learned. And purchase, receipts voucher F6, payment voucher F5, contra voucher F4, 4, 5, 6. So in the reverse order. And then purchase voucher F9, sales voucher F8, debit note voucher Alt F5, Alt F5, credit note voucher Alt F6. That we learned already. Now, and after that, we learned the accounting invoices involving only cash and bank, that is receipts, payment, and contra vouchers. And then we proceeded to discussed about purchase voucher, sales voucher, and yesterday in the last video, we discussed about debit note or sales returns or debit note voucher, that is recorded. In the debit note voucher, we record purchase returns. That we learned. So today we are going to learn sales returns to be recorded in credit note voucher. So in this credit note, what is the credit note? I told you already. So in this credit note, I'll tell you what is credit note. So when a seller sells some goods to a customer, if the customer, if there is out of the goods supplied by the supplier to the customer, is there due to any damage in the goods or any difficulty in the quality? Suppose if the quality supplied is different from the quality ordered, or due to any other reason, if goods are returned by the buyer, so buyer will call it as purchase returns. He makes any purchase returns, then that will be, the seller will call it as, it will be sales returns for the seller. Sales returns coming in. Sales returns in the seller, and the seller will record the sales returns in the voucher called credit note voucher. And there are some more reasons also for the return of goods, as well as without return also, there will be some situations to record in the credit note voucher. That is, for example, in addition to this, when the buyer finds any difficulty or any problem in the goods supplied, so he will inform to the supplier about that one. If the supplier knows it and if he accepts that difficulty, that is the problem, then he may say, don't return the goods. Don't return the goods. He will give some discount in the price of the goods. Without return of goods, he will give some discount in the price of goods. Okay, so that also is to be recorded in the credit note, debit note. Okay, though that's why in advanced way, many options we will learn about this purchase, sales, what you call credit note as well as the debit note also after we enable the GST feature, and while recording the transactions with GST, then we will learn this again. We will purchase return, purchase voucher, sales voucher, everything we will do there with the taxation, that is with GST. That time we will learn in detail about the debit note voucher and the credit note voucher in detail at that time. Okay, now we will come. See, what is I told that meaning, then how to record. See, in the case of receipts, payments, and contra vouchers, we follow, what we follow. 1 minute, I will share the screen, then you can understand. So here, this is what we are going to learn today. Sales returns are credit note entries, how to make the credit note entries. And then in this, see, when we open the Tally Prime, so this will open and we go to what you call continuing education mode. In this, directly we go to select company screen. That is select company page or select company screen. So we will select the required company. We will select the Sri Venkateswara Electronics, enter. If you enter that, we will go to gateway of Tally. From this gateway, we have to enter into the company. We can do any work in the gateway only. In the gateway only, we can do any work. So we have to go to gateway of Tally and then we will record voucher. Okay, before that, what you say is previously, when you recorded any receipts, when you receive any commission received, for example, no, it's not there. If you get any receipt, yeah. For example, this is the capital. When you receipt voucher, similarly like payment voucher and that contra voucher also. In this, see, debit and credit, it is following. See, the receipt voucher and payment voucher and contra voucher, all these, they follow. This is called showing the debit and recording debit and credit. It is called double entry mode. So we follow the double entry mode for all this. We follow the double entry mode for all this. That's why we are showing debit and credit. But in the case of from purchase onwards, so because these are related to only cash and bank. So receipts received cash or through bank. Payments received cash or paid through bank. And this contra voucher, only cash and bank, cash to bank, bank to cash, bank to bank, cash to petty cash, everything is between cash and bank. That is why they are recorded in double entry mode. But whereas in the purchase voucher, I told you, the purchase voucher, sales voucher, debit note voucher, credit note voucher, all these voucher in cases, they involve goods. So they are recorded as goods only. So once they are recording goods, this single entry, I mean, what you call double entry mode is called in the vouchers. It is known as voucher mode. It is known as voucher mode. That voucher mode or accounting invoice mode, these modes are not useful because we have to record the details of the goods also. That is why we have to follow invoice mode. That is item invoice only. We have to follow item invoice only. Okay. So now we will see how to record. So I told you, we will enter the gateway of Tally. And in the gateway of Tally, we have to start the, we have to start now vouchers. So here, how to enter the vouchers? V is the alphabet for vouchers, or you can click vouchers, or you can click V. So vouchers are open. So when the voucher are open, accounting voucher creation. So we are going to create the accounting voucher. Now in this, we have to record the sales returns. So the sales returns are recorded, I told you, in the credit note voucher. In the credit note voucher. Where is the credit note? Here, in this right button bar, contra, payment, receipt, journal, sales, purchases are there. And all others are in F10 others vouchers. In F10 other vouchers. You take, so in this case, here, we are frequently using this. We are using all this. That is why they are active. So here if you go, all these are active, they are showing. In inventory vouchers are not open. In inventory vouchers also, they are active. And all others are inactive. There are many will be inactive. If you click show inactive, so it will show all the inactive items also. So all the inactive items also available. So in this case, contra, debit note already enabled, journal, payment, purchase, receipt, sales. All these are active already. So they are showing active. Others are light color. So they are inactive. And in this case also, physical stock, receipts, rejections in stock journal. These are active. They are activated. All of us are inactive. Now we have to activate the, what you call, we have to activate the entry. That is not the voucher. That is credit note voucher you have to record. So we go here. Here you can go to credit note is not there. So go to inactive, go to credit note. Here, if you double click this, or enter this in, it will ask you double click or click enter. It will ask you, you need to activate the credit note voucher type. Activate now. Do you want to activate? Make yes. So now, if you select it, so if you select it, sorry, credit note, it is open. So credit note is open. So from here, you can activate and you can select, or this will be available in another place also. Here in this tally, gateway of tally, in another place also. So debit note will be available under F5. So under F5, so there are three. If you click the arrow, F5 payment, Alt F5 debit note, and another one is Control F5, just like F3. Similarly here, this credit note voucher will be available in the receipts one, F6. If you click the bar, this arrow here, receipt, credit note, rejections in. Three are available. F6, Alt F6, and Control F6. At the time of learning about the vouchers, the accounting vouchers, we learned all the shortcut keys also for all the vouchers. So this is the voucher is here, credit note voucher. So it is, we opened it, that is why it is disabled. So from here we can activate, or here after activating, we can see from here, or simply we can click Alt F6. If we click Alt F6, that will open. Okay, I will tell you. So this will be available actually all the invoices here. In this case, the receipts, there are only three will be, credit note is available and the payments debit note is available. All others are not available. All these others which are inactive, all these are not available. All these will be available at another place. That is, if you go to voucher type, go to alter, then you see the accounting masters voucher types. So if you go to voucher type, all the vouchers will be, these are all active. And here also show inactive. If you click, all the vouchers will be shown here. All the vouchers will be available here. In this case, here, if activating or deactivating also, there you cannot, you can activate only, then you cannot deactivate. Here, you can activate as well as deactivate. So go to credit note, see here, that will open, send voucher type alteration. You are altering the voucher type, activating, deactivating all that. Here, see it is shown as activate this voucher type. Yes, it is there. That is why it is activated there. So we activated there. So we activated here. Now we deactivated this. Now you go and see there in the vouchers, in the other vouchers, you see here, credit note deactivated. Activated here, it will activate in that place also, or activated there, it will activate here also. So any one place, but going there and activating will be difficult. I mean, instead of that, you can activate here, you can go here. So click inactive, credit note, double click. So it will be, it will ask you, and then you click, it is activated. It is activated. Okay, it is activated. So credit note is open. So what you have to do? First of all, go to gateway of tally, then go to voucher, click V and go to voucher. Then you go, you select the voucher. That is what you call the credit note. You select the credit note will be available under other vouchers. If it is inactive, show inactive, then you can double click, it will activate there. Or in the receipts voucher F6, you click the arrow next to that one. In that you can find the Alt F6 credit note. So instead of all this, simply if you open this, for example, another one is there. Simply here, Alt F6, if you click, Alt F6, if you click, Alt F6, Alt F6, if you click, you will get credit note. Okay, so we have to select the credit note. Now here, what to do is, In the case of the receipts and payments, all these things, we use by default, this will show here. It is 1 minute, I will tell you. When you open this for the first time, when you open this, it will show like this. So it will show the credit note will open, but it will show debit credit. That is in the double entry mode. Double entry mode we did same thing here. It is not double. Here it is not double entry mode. It is called as voucher. I told you as voucher. As voucher it is called. Okay, so it will be there. Now we have to follow the item invoice mode only. Item invoice mode. Then go to the right button bar, Control H or change mode. You click that, so it will open, the window will open. That is change voucher mode. Voucher modes it will open. So it is shown in as voucher. Go to in item invoice, then select item invoice. Then all the party name and ledger accounts and the details of the goods, everything, name of item, everything will be available. So like this you have to do. So okay, first go to take it to a tally, then go to voucher, then go to F10 other vouchers. In that, if it is not activated, click the show inactive and select credit note, double click, it will activate. Or after activating that, then next time onwards, so F6, if you click the arrow, that will be available here. Or instead of that, simply it will show here. What is that? Credit note is Alt F6. So instead of going to any place, simply Alt F6 you can click and you will get the credit note. Okay. Now you have to, after doing this, now we have to record. For that, we will take the one transactions. We will take 2 transactions, credit note transactions. Okay. Yesterday we did debit note transactions. Now we are taking credit note transactions. So go there. In the credit note transactions, the first one is 31st August 22, out of the goods sold to Mohita Enterprises. So when we sell only, we will get the what you call sales returns. Okay. When you sold the goods to Mohita Enterprises, when you sold for 2,28,000 on 31st August, go to sales vouchers. See, Mohita Enterprises on 31st August, we sold the total goods for 2,58,000. Isn't it? We sold for 2,800. Out of that, they returned one number Sony 20 inches TV, which was sold for 24,000. Which was sold for 24,000. See here. See, Sony 20 inches TV sold for, we sold 2 numbers, 24,000 rupees each. So we sold for 24,000. It was returned due to its screen was in damaged condition. So its screen was damaged. That is why they returned to us. This one we have to record. So what is the voucher number? It means invoice number. This is sales invoice, means it will be our serial number. That is why our serial number is, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is purchase. So these are on 1, 2, 3. So this will be 1. This will be 2. Next when you enter this will be 3. So this is, we purchase Mohita Enterprises. It is invoice 2. Now we have to record this. How you will go? You will go to the gateway of tally. So everything is now ready. Now you take the date. What is the date? 31st August. So F2, 31/8. So date is changed. The credit note number will be serial, in the serial order. That's up, over. And after the date, we have to enter the name of the party. Here, whom we sold? We sold to Mohita Enterprises. So here, when you are entering here, if the goods were sold for cash, then when the goods are returned, we will give him the cash or check, immediately we will pay to him. So if you pay the check or cash, through cash, check cash or by check, if you pay them, we have to enter here cash account or our bank account. If it is a cash sale and if you pay the money. If you don't pay the money immediately, or it is not a cash transaction, that is, it is a credit sale. Here is check up Mohita Enterprises, and the first one is Orchid Traders in cash. That was cash transaction. Here, it is not cash transaction, so credit transaction. So here, if it is a cash transaction, we will enter cash or bank. It is a credit transaction. So now we have to take the name Mohita Enterprises. So select that name, and immediately it will ask you the receipt details. That is, goods we received means the goods receipt note. Goods receipt note, how they are, what is the name of the agent, what is the lorry number, lorry receipt number, vehicle number, all these details we will give here. And after this, Below that, one important thing, original invoice number details. It is when the goods were sold to him, we will issue them invoice. So the invoice, against that invoice, they return the goods. So we have to give the details of the invoice. So what is the invoice number here? This is number, sorry, sales. This is number 2. So invoice number 2 and the date was 31st August. So here invoice number 2, 31st August 22. So here. So after the details of the dispatch details, then we come to the party details. Here, party details. So we come to the party details. In the party details already, their name we entered already. What details given at the time of creation of this account, all the details will be displayed here. Now click Alt A. Alt A means it will come out and it coming to the next one. What is that? It is coming to next one, ledger account. So a ledger account means we have to enter the ledger. Where say what you are doing now? Purchasing, selling or returns, sales returns. So if the sales returns, we have to enter the sales returns account. We have to enter the sales return accounts. See here, what I did is already is created. So you take the sales returns and remember one thing. When you purchase goods, when there are purchase returns, the purchase returns are reduced from the purchases. That is why purchase returns are created under the group purchases accounts. Similarly, when the goods were sold, we enter the sales account. We enter, she has created a sales account. Similarly, when the sold goods are returned, that called sales returns. When you receive the sales returns, we have to create the sales returns account under sales accounts because it will be reduced from sales account, because you don't confuse this sales account under the group sales. This is the sales for the stock items sales. So we can create one sales account for all the sales or the items. Sometimes depending on the different rates of tax, we create different sales accounts. Sales at 18%, sales at 15%, 12%, sales at 28%, like that we create. Whatever we create, all these sales accounts, they come under one group, main group, sale accounts. So that is sales accounts. So under the sales accounts only it is to be created. You see here, if you want to see the details of this, so at this column, control enter, if you see, you will know that is ledger alteration screen. It will come, it will show. So sales returns, they are created under sales account. They are all because they are to be reduced from sales. That is why they are created in the sales, under the sales account only. Okay, then come down. Now the details of the goods. What are the details? What are the details? Goods. Credit note. We received one number 20-inch TV 24,000. So here Sony TV 20-inch, one number here, one number 20 amount 24,000. Yes, 24,000. So 24,000. So 24,000. Enter. Now go to the next line. If there is one other item, we will enter here. Like that, you have any number of items. Everyone individually, one by one, we will enter. After that, if there is no other item, then we make another enter. Then it will come down, and this is over. Now you have to select here end of the list. So you can do like this, space bar. Then you can select end of the list, or you can simply coming here. It's coming down. Simply make enter automatically to select enter because there is no item. So it will select automatically end of list. So here you can write the narration because it returns what is the reason. So returns we can write narration also. We can write narration. Goods returned or sales returns received due to damage of the screen. Due to the damage of screen. That's all we can give and then go accept. So that is accepted. Go, this is one. This is credit sales. Credit sales are returned. But here, next one is another one. This one is not credit sales. It is cash sales, but received by check that time. Or this time also, we are paying them immediately, but not cash, paying by bank. So this one will check up. Second one, again on 31st. Date is 31st. F12, F2, date is to be changed, but already 31st is there. So next, credit note number 3. So go here and then go here. Now party name you have to take. See what is the name, party of the name? RK enterprises, RK traders, sorry. RK traders sold under invoice number 1. That is the first sale. RK traders, I told you, sold for cash. That is. So RK traders, 1882. The sale date is 1882. 1882 for 1,20,000. That is total is 1,20,000 rupees we sold total. Out of that, one number Sony TV 30 inches sold at the price of 35,000 rupees is returned due to body crack. Due to body crack, they returned. So we have to enter in the sales returns. That is, we have to enter in the credit note voucher. But here, we issued a State Bank of India check number dated for that amount. So we issued them check immediately. Paid cash or check. If you pay cash, we will enter cash. If you give check, we will enter bank. If you don't pay, we will enter the party name because we have to pay later. Okay. So here, it is cash. So what you have to do here, this cash sale, but we issued a check of State Bank of India. So here, right, State Bank of India check. Then that receipt details will come. For example, here, vehicle number TS05K D5624. For example, I am giving that, and that it will come. What is the invoice number? That is the first one. Sale number 1. So invoice will be number 1 only. So number 1, and the date of sale was 1/8/22. So then it will come to the, what is that? It will come to party details. Bill to buyer. Buyer is here. We sold for cash. So we are issuing check now. Here it is always in the for future reference, or it is necessary. The party name is required at some other place. That is why here we will enter the party name. But it will not be affected. That is the sales returns for cash. So it will not be affected. Only party name will be shown at the another place which is required. So we have to show the party name. What is the party name? RK traders. RK traders. We have to take that and then enter. So, but here it will show State Bank of India only. In the State Bank of India, it will show purchase returns. In the sales returns, in the sales returns, it will show State Bank of India. It never show the party name. I will show that also. Now here, what is that? This is sales returns only. Sales returns. What is the item? It is Sony TV 30 inches, 35,000 rupees. So Sony TV 30 inches. So if you select here, see here. If you select here, simply instead of this, if you select yes, so all the items, goods items and stock items starting with yes will be highlighted with blue color. If you take another digit, another alphabet, if you type SO, only starting with SO will come. So our TV is all coming in highlighted condition in blue color. Sony 30 inches TV now. So how many TVs? One TV. One TV. What is the rate? 35,000 rupees we sold for 35,000. Sorry, 35,000 rupees. Then we'll enter. Then after this, it will not go to the next line because we are issuing check now. That's why it will ask you the check. It will come here at the end. Sorry, at the end, everything is completed. Now, if you enter, it will not go to the narration. It will ask you the check details. If it is cash details, it will not ask anything. If it is check details, it will ask you the check details. So how you paid? We paid by check only. That's why we are selecting check. So here, if you click space bar, all the details will come. All the modes, different types will come. In this, we can select check already. Check will be selected here. So check, it is selected already. Then instrument number. Instrument number, that means check number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers will be there. So that is the date of the check, 31st. So nothing is given also. We assume that the date of this transaction is the date of the check. Then itself they will give the check. We will give. So here, this is over. Here, when you are purchasing, it is asking the bank name also because we deposit in our bank. When the purchase returns we send, he will give the check. Is from his bank. So his bank we have to mention here. Here, we are issuing the check. So our check we are issuing from our bank. Our bank is already mentioned here. That is the check on which the bank is, the bank from which the check is issued is already entered. That is why it is not asking the bank name here. Okay. And after this, just enter. So here you can type why the sales returns, that narration you can give, and then select, enter, it is selected. Okay. Now I will show you one doubt for you. So we are, in the case of check, we entered State Bank of India there. Again, in the party details, we entered the name of the party also. You can see here, if you go to State Bank of India, see, sales returns only it is giving. It is giving only sales returns. See here. It is showing sales returns. State Bank of India, it is showing sales returns. We will go to sales returns. Sales returns, it will show you State Bank of India only. It will show you State Bank of India only. Okay, State Bank of India. So there it will show the sales returns. In the sales return, it will show State Bank of India. But why the name is shown? Name is shown in the GST returns. That is, we will learn it later. At that place of GST calculation and payment of GST, at that place, his name will be shown, because the name and his GST number, everything is required there. That is why even for cash transactions, in the inside party details, we will give the name of the party and his number, everything. That we will learn after activating GST features and then recording the transactions with GST. Then we will learn these returns also, that is sales returns and purchase returns, debit note and credit note vouchers with tax, GST. That time in a detailed way, there are many other possibilities also. Not only this, or not only returns. If there is any defect, if the seller accepts that, he may give some, without return of goods, he may give some discount. I told you already. In addition to that, if the seller gives some credit period, some days to pay the, what you call, for the credit, he will allow some days for the payment, 30 days, for example. It is called credit period. So if the buyer pays within that period, it's well and good. If he does not pay within that period, if he pay later, what is the number of days delayed? For those number of days, he will charge interest. For the charge interest also, we will use this debit note, credit note only. So that time, we will learn all these possibilities. We will learn them in a detailed way. So with this tally is over. This topic is complete. Now, I will show you here again. I will show you summary. Summary in the sense, what we will do. See here, in this case, what is the summary? So in the case of credit note entry, first we will go to the gateway of tally. We will go to the company selection page, because if you make the entry, what you call, if you make the setting for the automatic or default opening of a company, that directly that company will load in tally frame. But now we are taking only the select company page. That's why we will select the company. After that, we will go to gateway of tally. Then from the gateway of tally, go to accounting voucher, press V. And then select the credit note voucher, go to the side button menu. In the F6 receipts voucher there, click the arrow there. Then we will find there the credit note voucher, credit note. Or you can go to other vouchers. There you can find the voucher. If it is not activated, click inactive, then it will show, and then double click, it will be active. It will ask a message, you click yes, it will be activated. In all this, in addition to this, just you can simply click Alt plus F6. Alt plus F5 is debit note, Alt plus F6 is credit note voucher. Click that, credit note voucher will load. Then go to the sidebar, go to Control H and change mode. So go there, click the change mode, change mode, then go to the item invoice. And then now we have to record. We have to click F2 for the date. You have to change the date. Then after that, come down, it will ask you the party name. If it is cash transaction or transaction paid by bank, you can take cash or bank. And that also, even for the returns, if the money is paid immediately, then cash or bank account name we will take. Otherwise, if it is a credit transaction or if the amount is also not paid immediately, Then we will take the buyer name there. Then you will, after entering the buyer name, if you click enter, then it will ask you the receipt details. So how you received the goods, all the details will be entered, and below that important information, original invoice details. That is, originally when the goods were sold, what is the invoice number you issued? So that invoice number and the date we have to give here. Original invoice details mean number and date. And then if you click, then it will go to party details. It will ask you. In the party details, already the details which we gave at the time of creation, that will be available there. And then click, then come down, it will ask you the ledger account. Ledger account means what is the ledger in the accounting vouchers, that is accounting masters, what is the ledger account? So we have to enter in the sales returns account. So if it is not there already, we have to give it the sales return. So click we have to create by Alt C, create sales returns, but the group will be, it will be under the group purchase accounts. I'm sorry, sales accounts. It is only always sales account because it is to be reduced from the sales. That is why we will take the sales account. There is for purchase returns, there will be no main group. That everything group comes under sales account. For purchases, it comes under purchase account. So create sales returns under group sales accounts, then enter, then come down. It will ask you the good details, all the goods details. That is item name, quantity, rate, amount, everything. And enter, it will come to the next line. Like that, if you have any number of items, all the items one by one, you can enter. And at the end, you can click Control A or come down by clicking the enter. At the end, it will accept, or directly we can press Control A and accept the screen. So that voucher is recorded, the transaction is recorded. Understand? Okay. This is this topic today about credit note voucher or sales returns. How the sales returns are recorded in the credit note voucher. So sales returns are recorded in the credit note voucher. Okay. Because not only sales returns, some other items also, transactions are also recorded here in the credit note voucher. That is why we are preparing or creating credit note voucher. Otherwise, simply only sales returns means just like sales, we can create sales returns account. That's all. We can enter in the sales returns account. Sales return account voucher. But we have to record some more transactions also in this. That is why separately we enter in the credit note voucher. Credit note voucher. Why? Because when you sell the goods, we will debit the party account, customer account. Okay. So when you return the goods, his account is to be reduced. So his account will be credited now. First debited. Now it is to be credited now. That is why his account will be credited. That is why we are recording in credit note voucher. In the credit note voucher, we are recording. With this topic is completed. And one request to you. So please, every time I'm asking you, but many people are there simply watching the videos, but not subscribing. Okay, please subscribe the channel and click bell icon next to that and click yes. After clicking that, it will ask you all, select all. In such a case, all the videos which I upload will come to you by notification. Okay, and share the channel with all your friends. And then when watching the videos, every video, watch till the end. Every video, watch till the end. And after watching the video fully, just you like the video and then you post a comment about this video, your idea about this video. How is it? Whether it's good, bad, whatever it may be, whether it's good or bad. Okay, any problem you're facing, you did not understand anything, whatever it may be, you post comment in the comment section. Then only I can understand how you are receiving the video. Okay, so with this, we stop this. And one more thing is, I am conducting online classes for anybody from any place and offline classes from people from Hyderabad. That is offline means face-to-face classroom classes. I am conducting only for Hyderabad people. So my contact details are given in the about section. You can call me or you can send me mail. You can contact me for the details. but the classes will be that online or offline classes will be not free. They are paid. They are paid only because we have to spend for the classes. I have to spend money. That is why it is paid. But all the videos will be free. YouTube videos will be free. And the knowledge also will be same. The same knowledge you will get there are this or that. If you want classes, I will also conduct the classes. Okay, you can contact me. Okay, with this. And the fees, you remember, the fees will be very, very moderate compared to the outside institutes. It will be very moderate, but in the institutes, many topics they will skip. They will skip many topics. Okay, simply they will tell completely skip some topics, and in some topics just they will tell just the theory only they will leave off. They will not show how to record in the tally prime, all this they will not show like that, but I will show everything perfectly. Even the filing of returns also, I will show live demo. Not simply you have to, this table you have to enter this table you have to enter this, not like that. I will show the tables, I will show the directly when I am filing, that way I will take the live demo of the video also, that also I will upload. Okay, so you'll get the full knowledge here. So I want you to be perfect, excellent and perfect, and what you call perfect accountant, full-fledged, perfect and expert accountant. So for that, you have to learn expert knowledge. So if you follow these videos in the same order which I am uploading, you will get full knowledge. Okay. So with this, I wish you all the best, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you. Good night.